The first step is logging into Gmail. So go to your URL bar, type in mail.google.com. Use your school email. Then enter your password. The first thing we're going to do is change some settings. To change the settings, go up to the gear in the top right corner. Go down to Inbox Type. It should say Default. Let's change it to Unread First. If you'd like, you can change the theme to fit your personality. The setting we just changed will make it really easy to find all the emails that you have as unread, because once you read them, they will be dumped into this Everything Else folder. Everything else that you haven't read or are saving for later will remain up here at the top. Other than your inbox, there are 3 other important folders. The first one is starred. If you star an email, it will fall into this folder automatically. If I go back to my inbox and I unstar a couple of those emails and go back to the starred folder, you'll notice that they will disappear. So make sure to use this feature effectively to make the important emails stand out. The next tab we're going to look at is Sent. Whenever you send an email, it should show up here. So if you want to look at an email that you've sent in the past, go here. The next is Drafts. Right now, I don't have any drafts, but if I was to start an email, and let's say draft, sample, hello, and then I close it, it looks like my email is gone. But actually, if I go to my drafts, there it is. So emails that you close too early are never gone unless you put them in the trash, like this. Now that you're familiar with some of the basic parts of Gmail, let's actually compose an email. To do that, we're going to click this plus sign. There are 3 main fields you have to worry about in Gmail. First is recipients. That's the first row. So there are 3 kinds of recipients. The person that you want to send your email to. Let's say I'm going to send this to Mr. Devine at El Cajon Valley. I'm going to select him. He's the person I want to receive my email. But let's say that I want some other teachers within our study group to also see the email. I'm going to CC them. So click on CC. I'm going to send this to Mr. Engstrand, and I'm going to send it to Mr. Norris. So once those are in, those are my main recipients. There's also a third one, but you might not need to use this one. This is called blind carbon copy. To do this, I would send a copy to someone else, and the other people in the 2 and the CC cannot see that I sent that to that person. The BCC is like a secret recipient list. Next is the subject line. The subject line should be very short. It should say who you are and generally say what you want. So I might say, period 3, my last name, and then I put my topic, my subject. Homework help. So very short and to the point. Next, I'm going to write my message. Maybe not all caps. We're not yelling here. And then you'd say, so I need some help with blank assignments specifically, and then you write more details about what you need help with. Then you sign off. Sincerely, Brent. Oh, I can't type today. and that's it. And then the last thing that you might want to know about is attachments. If you go down here, so we move this little thing out of the way. There we go. Down here, we have a paperclip, and the paperclip is attachment. So that's if you want to put like a document or PDF or some kind of file, it could be an image file too. Click on the paperclip and it'll give you some things that you can attach. Let's say I'm going to attach that there. It's my homework, copy, or maybe it's a screenshot of something that I need help with. And then after that, you can hit send. Also notice that there's a drop down menu here, schedule to send. So if you wanted to schedule an email to go out later, the next day or the day after that, whenever you'd like, you can schedule it and Gmail will send it automatically at whatever time you specify. But I'm gonna hit send. And now it is on its way to its recipients. Again, if I wanted to see it, make sure it went, indeed, there it is. All right, lastly, for this video, I'm going to give you about 2 pro tips. So let's say that, your teacher says that they sent you something, but you don't remember it. So one easy way to find it, instead of scrolling through all your emails, is going to go up to the search. And let's say I want to look up everything from Anthony Devine. And then it'll pull up everything that has Anthony Devine in the subject line or in as a recipient or as a sender. So that is a quick way to search things, search people, search content. All right, the second tip I have for you is that when you receive an email like that's from a teacher to the entire class, such as this one, be mindful of who it is to. If it says to all these different emails, right? Or even if it has a BCC or CC list, notice that when you hit the reply button, this will reply just to your teacher, which is a good thing, right? So if you want only your teacher to see your reply, then you would just hit the single arrow. I'm going to get rid of that reply. If you click on the 3 dots and you want everyone to see your response, so if you want to respond to everyone to see your response, then click on reply to all. So now notice that the recipients changes to not only the teacher, but goes to every student that was on the recipient list.